up, everybody? Welcome to Rants with Ray. My name is Rainice Mitchell, and I got a message today. Get excited, get excited. I don't know who you are. The guy said you going from the pit to the palace. To the pit to the palace, okay? From the pit to the palace. Get excited, get excited. No, for real. Get excited, you guys. I don't know who you are. Please take this message back to God because it will not be for everybody. But I'm hearing that for whoever this video is for, God is taking you from the pit to the palace. And I was praying and reading my word earlier, and I literally heard God say, I'm taking you from the pit to the palace. Like literally, first it was from the pit to palace. I'm like, huh? Cause you know how sometimes you when you get closer to God, sometimes you'll think like, hold on, am I tripping? Or God, was that you? And I was like, okay, pit to palace, am I tripping? And then God was like, I'm taking you from the pit to the palace. And I'm like, okay, is this just me talking to myself? And then God said it again, I'm taking you from the pit to the palace. I'm like, okay, it's you, it ain't me. And you guys, I was just like, okay, I'm so excited. Like, what does this mean? Like, what? Okay, hold on, because I'm just like all over the place with excitement, right? And God had led me. So originally, I was listening to my Bible app while I was going to sleep. This was like earlier before I started praying and reading my Bible, and I had heard something in the book of Hebrews chapter 3. So I had like made a little mental note before I had like fully fell asleep. Okay, when you get up, go and look in Hebrews chapter 3 or whatever, go and underline what you heard that sounded like it resonated, right? So I went ahead and did that. And when I went to the book of Hebrews chapter 3, I had already been there before because I had already underlined a lot of what I was going to underline. And I was like, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. So I actually kind of wrote everything down in my little journal, y'all. You can see. But okay, let me read what I wrote down. I was reading the book of Hebrews chapter 2, verse 4, when God said, I'm pulling you out of the pit today. And at first I thought I was tripping, like maybe that's just me talking out loud. And then that's when I was like, God, confirm this for me, please. And then he said, from the pit to the palace. I'm taking you from the pit to the palace. And I felt led to write it down. And ironic thing is, I was coming to the book of Hebrews to underline some scriptures that I heard playing this morning. And good enough, I had already underlined a lot of the scriptures in that same exact area. Glory be to God. And then that's when God said, that's how the miracles are going to happen this week. You're going to go and check for something, and by the time you get there, it will already be done. The bill will already be paid. The bill will already be paid for. The money will already be in your account. The debt will already be paid off. And all of your needs will already be taken care of. And I was like, thank you, God, for this message. You're so beautiful and kind, God. I love you so much, Lord. And basically, God is saying, get excited because this week, it's already going to be done. The whatever bills that you need paid, whatever debt that you have, God is saying it is already done. He is about to do exceedingly and above and beyond anything that you could have ever imagined or expected. So get excited because God is taking you from the pit to the palace. A lot of you have been in a season of isolation where a season of isolation / wilderness where it's felt kind of like a prison. I'm hearing for some of you, and God is saying that Joseph, the story of Joseph, because I didn't even read that story today. But the story of Joseph, I don't know if you guys have read it, but if you haven't, check it out. But Joseph had went through a lot. His brothers sold him into slavery. Then he went to the palace or whatever, but he was put in prison because somebody lied on him. And then from being in jail, it was a lot more other stuff, but I'm forgetting some. So I'm summarizing. That's why I just said go and read it. But anyway, Joseph had went through a lot, like a lot. So his family and everybody thought that he had died, but really his brothers sold him into slavery. And that's another message I'm getting to, but I'll go into that later. And Joseph, it's like a lot of the events that happened in Joseph's life, it happened so fast. It happened like that. Everything happened like that. From he had a dream where he was king and his brothers would serve him. He told the brothers the dream, and just like that, they had made the decision to. At first, they were gonna kill him, but then I guess like one of the brothers was like, "Nah, let's just sell him into slavery." Boom, his life changed just like that. Then he got put in prison for doing something. I guess the wife of the Pharaoh of the king had lied on him or whatever. And he was put into prison, and I think he had to reveal a dream to the king, and he was the only one that could do it. So they had to get him out of prison, clean him up, and before they presented him before the king. And God is saying he's getting ready to do that for you all. He's getting ready to pull you out of the pit, pull you out of your wilderness, pull you out of your season of isolation, and he's getting ready to clean you up and put you on some new garments. And I'm hearing for a lot of you, just all that stuff that you had, just go and trash it. Throw it away. You about to go on a shopping spree. Everything new. God said everything new. And not just from a point of vanity, but from a point of it's too much old negative energy attached to those things that you had from in the past. It's time to welcome in everything new, because everything has energy. And if everything has energy, you got to make sure that you're not trying to bring in old things with old attachments into your new life and your new way of doing things. Because with what God is getting ready to do for you, the old cannot come. The old it can't fit. Okay, the old mindset, the old ways of thinking, the old habits, the old friends, the old family, they cannot come. They can't come for where God is taking you, because it'll only hold you back. And God is saying you had to go through those things, because I know it sounds cliche, y'all, but it is these battles that you went through. They have cultivated you into this superhuman being that you are. And without these experiences that you've had, you wouldn't be able to walk other people out of the pits that they're in. See, you had to go through some pits first so you can be able to help lead other people out of their pit when God takes you to where he's taking you. So get excited, you guys. Get excited. God's saying you going this week. This is what he said to me. I'm pulling you out of the pit today. Then he was like, from the pit to the palace. Then he said, hold on. God said that's how the miracle's going to happen this week. You're going to go and check for something, and by the time you get there, it will already be done. The bill will already be paid for. The money will already be in your account. The debt will already be paid off. All of it, you guys. All of it. God is taking care of you and your situation, and he's pulling you from the pit to the palace. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if it is literally falling apart right now. Get excited, because God is about to, as it may look like your world is falling apart, get excited, because it is truly all falling in place. God is allowing everything to fall that no longer fits to where you're going anyway. God is, all the things that can't go with you have either already fallen away or they're falling away right now. So just know that you're not losing anything that was gonna help you, okay? everything that you're losing right now is things that couldn't fit. And a lot of times we be trying to take a lot of items, things, people, and habits into this new season that God is bringing us in, and it's not meant to go. It's a lot of people that you're holding on to, a lot of habits that you're holding on to that it just won't be conducive to your journey in this next season. And it's falling away right now because it has to. And it's falling away because it has to make room for the new things that God wants to bring into your life. A lot of times we be wanting God to do a new thing, or to get you that new car, or to get you some new clothes. And it's like, you ain't even made room for the new thing yet. Like, some of y'all want a husband, but you ain't made room for your husband. You ain't made room for no new clothes. Have you thrown away all them old clothes in your closet that you don't even wear anymore? Do you keep the car that you already have clean? Do you wash it? Do you take care of it? Like, those are the things that, you want to start asking yourself. Those are the questions that you want to start, asking, because it's going to help you keep yourself in check. Okay. And that was really it with this message, you guys. God is saying get excited, because whoever this video is for, God is taking you from the pit to the palace. You are about to have a Joseph moment this week. You getting pulled from out of your season of hibernation, your season of isolation, your season of being hidden in the wilderness. You're getting ready to get pulled out, because God is getting ready to do some major things with you, and it's happening this week. And remember what I said in my last video. God is a gentleman. He is not going to force his way in. So if you don't believe this and you don't come into agreement with this, then it's not going to happen. Okay? All you need is a mustard seed. A mustard seed is literally like a speck. So you have to come into agreement, and you have to believe it. You have to start taking the rightful authority in your life, and not allowing the enemy to run rampant in your mind when things on the outside aren't looking like the reality that you feel like should be reflecting back to you. You have to speak what you want to see. You have to walk in the direction of the things that you are hoping for. Because faith is the believe in things not seen. So get excited, because this week God is about to do some miraculous things, and he's taking you from the pit to the palace. And he's throwing away, he's allowing certain things to fall away, because he's about to bless you with some new garments, some new things, and some new relationships, new people, new experiences, new opportunities. This next season that you're going in is going to be so abundant. You are literally walking into the best season of your life thus far. Seriously. And I'm also hearing, with this big blessing that's about to come, because for some of you it's going to be one huge blessing, and then for some of you it's going to be a bunch of medium-sized blessings, like, consistently. And what God is saying is he needs you to steward these blessings well, or the blessing well, because it's going to be 7 years of prosperity, of victory, and then there's going to be 7 years of famine. So God is saying steward what he's getting ready to bless you with well, so you will be able to be in so you can be in position when the season of famine presents itself, because it's coming. I mean, and there's no need to move in fear. There's no need to move in fear, because that's only going to attract more of what you don't want. We're going to move in faith, not fear, which is what I was saying in my last video about overworking. Like, some people, they overwork and thinking that they're just working hard, but no, you're overworking out of fear because you don't trust God. And that's go check that video out if you didn't get a chance to. But God is saying he needs you to make sure you're stewarding what he's blessing you with well, so you can be able to not only take care of yourself in that season of famine, but to take care of your family and others that will be in need, that he is going to lead you to bless at that time. Okay? So I love y'all. God loves you so much more. Get excited. You're going from the pit to the palace. God is bringing you out of your season of isolation, your wilderness season, and he's getting ready to reveal you to the world, because you have, whoever you are, you have been putting in so much work, and you haven't been seeing that work really kind of reflect on the outside. But you got to know that things happen in the spiritual first before they happen in the physical. God is saying, get excited, because this week you're going to see the physical materialization of the things that he's been promising you, of the things that you've been desiring and praying for deep in your heart. You're going to see it manifest this week. This week, there is going to be an open heavens. There is going to be a major breakthrough, supernatural overflow. Okay? So, and it's only going to happen if you believe it, if you come into agreement. Okay? All right. I love y'all. And if I have anything else, I'll get back on here later. But that's it. That's all. From the pit to the palace, y'all. From the pit to the palace. That's all you need to be saying. From the pit to the palace. From the pit to the palace. Hey, what? From the pit to the palace. From the pit to the palace. From the pit. I'm silly, y'all. But no, seriously. We going from the pit to the palace, and God is saying it's already going to be done. Let me read one more time what he said. God said that's how the miracle's going to happen this week. You're going to go and check for something, and by the time you get there, it will already be done. The bill will already be paid for. The money will already be in your account. The debt will already be paid off, and all of your needs will already be taken care of. Okay? Okay. Period. I love y'all. Good night, everybody. And again, if I have anything else, I'll get back on here. But that's it for now. Okay? All right. Or I'll start at the Christ. Bye.